A scorching hot 33-degree day in downtown Toronto as the Blue Jays keep the roof closed and welcome in the Chicago White Sox. Play the last of three. Adrian Houser and Chris Bassitt, a couple of veterans, take the hill today.
Chris is in his 11th season in the big leagues, and it started with the White Sox. His opponent this afternoon, that ERA at 3.75 in his 15 starts this season.
Chase Mydroth to lead it off. There's the curveball on the ground. Barger cuts in front of Bassitt, and an easy toss over to first for the out. Well, maybe the most experience on this ball club, Andrew Benintendi, a former Red Sox, Royal, and Yankee. Hit on the ground. Nice stop at second. Jimenez spins and throws to first for the second out. Heck of a play going to his right up the middle. High hop, and he still got it on the backhand side.
Wow, we have seen Andres Jimenez make some great plays already in his first year with the Blue Jays at second base, but this has to be one of the best.
Miguel Vargas now comes up, the first baseman for the White Sox, batting from the right side against righty Bassitt. And this one sent into center field, almost right at Miles Straw. He just had to shift a couple of feet to his right, record the out, and send the White Sox packing in this top half of the first.
His ninth season in the big leagues, a 32-year-old right-hander spent 7 years in Milwaukee, last season with the Mets.
Bo Bichette hitless in his career, and so we'll see if that trend continues.
On the ground, Mydroth at short. That quick release over to first base and records the first out here in the bottom of the first inning. Fly ball right field. Taylor on the move will get there to make the play.
So Houser retires Kirk for the first time. And after an inning from Toronto, 0-0. Teal on the cleanup spot ahead of Luis Robert Jr., who waits on deck.
That one was in the zone for sure. First strikeout of the day for Chris Bassitt.
And that's where it's probably a little tougher on left-handed batters for Chris from the first base side of the rubber. He can really think of burying this sinker inside, so when it comes back, it catches some plate, but that's after the hitter's given up on it.
Luis Robert Jr. steps up, the White Sox center fielder, batting from the right side against the righty Bassitt.
Looking like it, back-to-back punch-outs, and there are two down.
And that's the cutter that I don't think he's necessarily throwing it to a side of the plate. He is throwing it up in the zone, and he is kind of letting it rip, and you see where this is. Alejandro's just got, you see his body is upright. It's just a tall target.
The left-handed batter, Ryan Noda, now stepping up for the White Sox.
Comeback sinker, and it's strike three looking.
Noda didn't like it, and Bassitt does indeed strike out the side. It's now Lenin Sosa to start things off for the White Sox, the second baseman.
Swing and a miss there on a sweeper, a little bit harder of a breaking ball, and that's four punched out in a row for Chris Bassitt.
Taking advantage of some younger hitters and the different looks there. So sinker down, slow curve. He lets a cutter just rip up and away, and then you go back with a different breaking ball.
Veteran Michael A. Taylor will bat for the first time in this series. Longtime Washington National. The 1-2. He got him.
Bassitt strikes out Taylor. He has struck out 5 of the last 6 White Sox hitters. And we head to the bottom of the third.
Nice to see Rodin returning for the Blue Jays. Appeared in the Arizona series, but first start for Rodin since the 15th of June.
Swing and a miss, strike 3. Teal completes the strikeout by throwing down to first. First punch out of the game for Houser. Back-to-back punch outs here for Houser.
Nice breaking ball by Houser. Never leaves the inside part of the plate. Look at that, little bit of a backup varietal right there.
Here's his 3-2. Swing and a miss.
So Adrian Houser, 3 strikeouts in the third. I think they were all on curves. We head to the fourth. Chase Mydroth to open the fourth in a scoreless tie.
On the ground, and it gets through into right field. First hit in the ball game for the White Sox, and it's Chase Mydroth here in this fourth.
Nice at bat by Chase. Lost his hat earlier in the at bat by swinging through a pitch, but just takes it the other way. Really good job of hitting right here. Doesn't try to do too much. Finally gets on top of one. It's been a little bit off of the plate lately, but nice knock.
And the bases are loaded. Bassitt was rolling through 3 innings, and now things have just kind of not unraveled, but gotten away from him a little bit in this inning.
And the bases are loaded.
Luis Robert has got to look one pitch, one spot right here.
Grounded to short. It's a third baseman. Barger gets one at second. And Robert Jr. beats it out at first. The run will come in to score as the Sox take a 1-0 lead here in this fourth inning.
No way they're going to turn 2 on this play. You see he gets sawed off by that sinker inside. It was a pretty good pitch by Bassitt. Barger goes to second base. His only play, a little skip right there, but Still gets the out. Here's Robert down the line, knowing he's got to be at first base before that double play is turned.
I'm not sure you want to waste a throw.
Robert off on the first pitch, and Kirk will throw down to second, and he got him.
No waste there.
A solid throw on the money from Alejandro Kirk, and punched out at second base on an attempted steal is Luis Robert Jr. and the Blue Jays get out of the inning, giving up just 1 run. That brings up Miles Straw.
Hit past the third baseman Rojas and down the left field line. Jimenez around second. He'll stumble into third. Up to second goes Straw with a double, and the Blue Jays have runners in scoring position with only 1 out.
Well, Hauser's sinker has been such a good pitch for him today, and this pitch gets in on the hands of Miles Straw. See the catcher set up, and it's running in there off the. Look at the pitcher. Are you kidding me? He executed a great pitch, running it in on his hands, but it just gets by the diving third baseman. Not hit especially hard. Looked like it ran in on a handle a little bit, but Miles will take it.
Bo Bichette has been great with runners in scoring position this year, batting .403 on the season. On the ground, up the middle, and into center field, a base hit. Straw in to score, and Bo Bichette has tied the game with another clutch hit. RBI 47 on the year for the Blue Jays shortstop.
Bo has seen some breaking balls from Hauser today, and that's what happens when you get that third look at a starting pitcher. Maybe a little more familiar with it, and he gets the slider and hits it just hard enough.
This has been a tense one. 1-1 ball game in the rubber match, and Alan Roden will get the inning started for the Blue Jays. On the ground, fair ball down the right field line, bouncing into the corner. Roden around first. He's headed for second. He'll make the turn and try for third. Relay to third. Not in time. Lead-off triple for Alan Roden. And the Blue Jays have the go-ahead run at third with nobody out.
Just missed the edge right there, and that's what saved the Blue Jays and got him the 3-bagger.
He came through once today. Can Bichette do it again? The middle and into center field. Roden scores, and the Blue Jays lead for the first time tonight.
Late in the ball game, tied. When that lineup turns over, who do you want? It's Bo Bichette, no question. And he is all over this breaking pitch. It stays up in the zone, and he hammers it up the middle. The second single in a row for Bo. The second RBI single for Bo, and he has cashed in both runs for the Blue Jays this afternoon.
New pitcher on the hill for the Blue Jays in Brendan Little. Brendan Little out of the ball game after 4 batters faced, and the Blue Jays will go to the closer, Jeff Hoffman.
3-2. Ball 4, and the base is now loaded. Well, we've seen some Benny bombs recently. Grand slam Thursday, a home run on Friday. Slow roller. And it's misplayed, and the Sox tie the game. Hoffman couldn't field it cleanly, and Slater scores. We are tied at 2 here in this 8th inning.
Hoffman had an easy one, and he let this ball go underneath his glove, and we got a tie ball game in the top of the 8th. Now the White Sox have a chance to go up in this game.
The Sox still have the bases loaded for Miguel Vargas. Sticks out the bat, and that's going to get it done. A fair ball down the left field line. 2 runs will score, and the Sox retake the lead 4-2 here in this 8th inning. Miguel Vargas with a 2 RBI double.
The error comes back to hurt him, and Vargas just reaches out his bat right here and just says a little oopsie, but keeps it fair. He loves it, going right towards the dugout, getting his guys fired up. Huge hit for the White Sox as they go up 4-2. Grant Taylor on his 13th day in the big league is going to get his first chance at a save.
And now the Sox 1 strike away from claiming this series in Toronto. 2-2 from Taylor. Got him swinging, and that's ball game. The White Sox come from behind and win the finale 4-2, just their 2nd series win on the road this season.